Bonjour everyone, got the player ratings here for the 1-1 draw away at Wolves. Andy, special guest, I'll let you start with Martin Dubravka.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll do. Good review. Good review, Andy. We'll come back next week.
Educating.
I think Dubravka's sort of won a point today, hasn't he? So he made
Definitely
some
has,
outstanding sort of reflex saves and
Probably man of the match. Definitely
well, I
man of
think
the
he's definitely man of the match. Yeah, him and Miggy. But I think Miggy sort of.
Great to see Miggy get his goal. We'll come on to him, but Dubravka pulled off some huge saves at important times throughout the game and definitely kept winning. Because it wasn't for him, that would have been a
He has been crucial for us this season. Some of the saves he's made.
Made some mistakes, but he definitely makes up for it in terms of what he.
I think all keepers. I mean, he's $5 million keeper. We haven't bought an Allison or someone else.
Even
in terms of this season, though, like what mistakes has he made this season? Last season he was a bit shaky. Like the Wolves away game last season, a bit shaky.
I think
he cost away a point at Spurs away. But this season, he hasn't really been that bad. He's been better in his delivery now. I think that was one of the bigger things we hammered him for last season. His collection when crosses came in, he used to like come too far off his line, didn't now.
It was
Burnley this season.
It was Man United. 2 huge mistakes. Front post where he should have saved it, and then the other one where he should get in the arrow.
I think Burnley as well.
Burnley as well.
Like, he lets Wood have a head
off.
But overall, he's had
De Gea's made more mistakes probably.
And that he's on $300,000 a week. So
I mean, if you pay $5 million for a keeper, he's the best $5 million keeper in the league, that's for sure. And
absolutely,
and he's done really well. I mean, he's won a lot more points than he's cost us. So
nuts when he needed it. Rating out of 10, Andy, for Martin
today.
Dubravka?
I mean, he's probably almost 9 or 10, hasn't it? I think he's Liverpool have just scored
1-0 Liverpool.
With Bobby Firmino.
9.5.
Ooh, give me a pass.
9.5. I don't like giving people 10. 10's perfect. You would have saved the goal if not, but you had no chance of saving it.
Kieran Clark, back in the team today.
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah, he did alright. I don't think the defence were overly pretty today, but like we said in the match review, they were gritty. Like they just got the job done. Like they got the job over the line. Like it was tough because they did attack quite well, counter-attacking. They were pretty good. Dominic Traore caused fucking mayhem. Raul Jimenez was alright, not his best.
Bringing the NFL to the Premier League.
Jimenez got a hostile header, didn't he?
Ruben Neves. Like everyone done alright today, but didn't really blow away. So the defence just ticked on, got the job done. Got the point over the line. So Clark had a pretty good game.
Yeah.
Give him 6.7.
6.7.
Andy, what have you started? I'll go with Federico Fernandez, 5.9. Federico Fernandez, he looks knackered for me. He's got to do a lot better from the corner. He's lost his man. He's slow, he's sluggish, but he's the only centre we've been relying on him so heavily the last couple of weeks because every other centre back's
been fucking
knackered.
Vital. Yeah.
Every other centre back's ruled out, not just knackered, he's knackered. The other centre backs can't even play because they're actually injured. So
he's been forced to play.
He's being forced to play. I think you'd say give him a rest against Rochdale, but can you? Because who else is going to play? Bring the youngins in, bring Watson in. I think Fernandez looks like he's tired. Second half again, I think he joined in with the rest of them in terms of grinding a result out, being resilient. But first half, he should do a lot better.
Yeah, he did look a bit sloppy at times.
Especially for their goal, he's at fault for their goal where he doesn't track his man enough. Second half, let us say, decent second half. Yeah, I'll give him a 5.4. Andy? Paul Dummett / Lejeune, since Dummett went off early.
Lejeune,
to be honest, observation
what was your 15 minutes for Dummett? 6.3.
I think Lejeune, he wasn't going to play any sideward passes across the back four today. I think
never again.
I think he probably hoofed the ball today more times than he ever will. I think he's a bit wary about.
Keep it up. Keep the fucking John Smiths up.
I think he's a bit wary. He's probably had a chance. He's probably had a chat with Kieran Clark, and Kieran Clark's went, didn't fucking fanny on with it. None of these sort of stupid passes because we're in the game against Leicester at 0-0. There was nothing between the sides then, and when you gift sides goals, it just gives them the impetus, it gives them confidence, and
you give 2 assists to put.
I mean, we'll give a soft goal away today, but but we dug it out afterwards. But I think he was solid, more solid than recent weeks for sure. But maybe he gets a 7,
Oh.
Nice rounded off.
Yeah, next time more that please.
To be honest, I think it helps you defenders when the whole team defends. When your midfielders are also on the 18-yard box, it's easier to look good defensively, So
everyone was a defender.
So plenty of help there.
60 minutes onwards.
We had zero outlet for the last half an hour. It was always just going to be, is it going to be 1-1 or are they going to score? And you know, they sort of looked like they ran out of ideas for the last 20 minutes, but they didn't really have too much. I think they looked a bit jaded, a bit tired, so I think it was probably a good time to play Wolves.
Check Williams.
Williams is another one that probably shouldn't have been rushed back. Like,
and again, he couldn't have a tough idea at the obvious than coming up against Traore. You literally couldn't.
Like, skinned every time. I think the first half especially.
Like I say, that is probably one of the worst games he could have come back for not fit. Like you can tell he wasn't fully fit. He probably shouldn't have been brought back. But Adama Traore, who was fucking shit off a stick. I think he got done every single time. And you can't blame him. You can't really point a finger and be like, "Oh, you should have done better."
Well, he couldn't
really come up against a hard winger, and especially when you know he's not fit. Like, I don't know. I don't really want to be too critical of him, but
did well for
really attacking again.
Did well for the Gale when he gave it to Gale and Gale obviously give it to Miggy.
Yeah, like getting forward, that's what he's best at. Like defensively, he does a good job when he's fit. But it's when he gets forward that he needs reminiscent. Like you think of Matty Longstaff's goal against Man United. Like when he gets forward, he's great. But probably didn't really say enough of that today because he's fucking knackered and probably just needs a little holiday.
A little holiday, but you don't get me started at one with a training and holidays. You can piss right off.
I think he's not getting a holiday rating today, but I'll be nice and give him 5.
Yeah, give him 5. I'll take Matty Longstaff. I thought he was good again today. He made a huge clearance off the line to keep Newcastle in it. So that was a decisive moment in the game. To be fair, when he got it off the line,
it was great.
That engine in the middle of the park. There was one moment where he won the ball very well, and then he fed it through to Carroll too late, and Carroll fouled the defender trying to catch up with him.
But it was probably a great pass for someone with a bit of pace.
Aye.
Like if it was like a Aubameyang or something like that, it would have been a fucking ideal pass for that because it was Andy Carroll.
He could have maybe took it forward a little bit more as well. That was the frustrating thing. Carroll's 31 now.
So I think
he could have attacked him at the latest possible.
He's a very good engine room to have in the middle of the park though, Matt. He covers a lot of ground. He tries his heart out. I give him a 6 today. His brother Sean.
Yeah, it was steady.
He made a good sliding tackle in the first half. Remember that moment? Apart from that, it was just everyone get back on it.
Bit scared. I think he learned his lesson after the sending off in the first game. But I think the steady Eddies in the middle give her a bit of an engine room. Plenty of energy. So steady 7s for me.
7 for Sean.
But
with Sean, he's like we've been pointing out that his delivery's been poor lately.
I touched on in the review. The short corners whiny.
Yeah, like today, when he did get the ball in, they weren't bad. It has been better, but we keep.
There's no one there until Carroll got on though.
When have they ever worked?
Playing these short corners. When we're centre backs, so our best fucking goal scorers, we got Kieran Clark and Lejeune and people like Fernandes. They are great attacking players, getting their head on the ball, and Andy Carroll later on as well. Like, why are we playing these short corners? Because we always end up passing it around and getting fucking tackled.
Or passing it all the way back.
We might as well just have a corner and just kick it off for a goal kick.
There must be
on the
training ground. You check out NUFC behind the scenes. There must be fucking these short corners which are working a treat every day of the week. But when it comes against someone else, we kind of beat the first.
It's a standard formula. It's the short corner. It won't work. So they'll do it a second time. Put your hand in the fire again, burn it again. Oh, that hurts. Let's not do this. So then they'll put a cross in. Won't beat the first man. So then they'll get punted away and they go, oh, I need to beat the first man. So the fans are like, beat the fucking first man. So then they float it dead high. Comes catches it. And then they're thinking, shit, what do we do? And then they'll try and put one in. Matt Ritchie will make a difference. Put a few crosses in with a bit of fizz.
Shelby as well.
He was good to give the ball to in a short set piece, whether it's a corner or a free kick. Was Williams. Williams does float them like long balls in. I think it's like Fernandes' goal against West Ham. He's dangerous today.
Or even
he puts in some great deliveries.
Even St. Maximin would beat the first man, then he'd be in the box, and then he could try and drill it across, something like that. But at the minute, it's just not.
Williams is only getting a 4 for me, by the way, because the defender was awful in the first half.
Yeah, it's fair. Yeah, tough day, man. Traore. Who were we on there? We've done Sean, done Matty, Hayden. Who's next to go? You just Hayden for you.
Hayden done alright. He's out of position playing right.
Was he right wing back? Was he right mid? He was everywhere. He was everywhere. He got stuck in.
Yeah, I think it was more of a right full back position, but I like to say he did get stuck in. Not his most comfortable position. He's played there a couple of times. He played right side of centre back against Rochdale last week. He did alright. He got stuck in. Centre mid's his better position where he'd be a bit of an engine back and forward.
You can rely on him. You can
rely on him in pretty much any position, but centre mids where he's most valuable. But
He's still a youngish lad as well.
Today out of the position.
He was surprised. What talking about Hayden pre-match, and he was surprised. He was only 24 years old. As again, everyone thinks he's in that
like
moment of his career, but he plays like he's experienced.
He's played out of position, and he might whinge, but like behind closed doors. But you know, he didn't whinge. His body language is positive. You know,
he's proud to wear the shirt, and
so it's good.
Bit of an unsung hero, bit of a fan favourite, maybe.
Yeah.
So Hayden, what did you give him?
6.
I'll go Miggy Almirón, the goal scorer. Another one. We waited a year for one.
Yeah.
And now we've got 3 in the space of a couple of weeks. And it's, look at that. You play in number 10, in his number 10 role, where we're signing him from, say, centre attacking midfielder, look what happens. Give him a bit of a free run, get him to play in his role, gets in the box, gets on the end of things, because he's got more chances there. The same thing happened at Rochdale. It was kind of identical, where the ball gets played and he just smashes it. And that's when we signed him from Atlanta, I seen his highlight reel, and a lot of it was goals, like he scored in the last couple of weeks, like at Rochdale, like at Wolves. The ball gets given to him in and around the edge of the box, gets his left foot through it, hits the roof of the net. Again, great finish today.
Finish today as well, so he's added that.
It was a great finish.
Great finish today.
Confidence. That's what you.
It was that you can see he's got a buzzing about him as well now. He's floating about the pitch. He's confident. His energy everywhere. He was even taking shots from like outside the box a few weeks ago.
He wouldn't have the balls.
A few weeks ago, he was struggling to take one-on-ones. He was delaying his final touch. He was delaying his finish. Now he's just like, I'll get the ball. I want to score. I want to go.
That moment inside the first 10 minutes where he took a few players on, like just before he got like a bit of an injury, he took on like a 25-30 yard shot. That was great play.
Great dribbling.
Like you could see the confidence to shoot from that far out. It wasn't a bad effort.
It wasn't. Not too bad.
Like that's how much confidence you've seen in him. Like that was great piece of play. That like, and the goal was only like a few minutes after that. Like just one touch on his weaker foot, drilled at top corner. Great finish. Like he is playing with his chin up. And you can see, like, I think he's got his chest puffed out because he knows that, like, how much we're liking him. Like earlier on the season, we were giving him a bit of stick. Like his performances weren't great.
He wasn't getting that much stick though.
I think we were almost like.
Good, he's great ethic though.
We were just kind of done with him. I think we.
In terms of bringing
just
goals or assists,
missing sitters. Like we had this like question like a few times about like, is he ever going to score?
Like, start the season, he missed plenty of chances, but I think it is in terms of now he's getting played in his right position. He's got that goal behind him. Like you see, he's got his chin up, and I think he's fine now. He looks like a really good player. He looks like the player why we spent 20 odd million on him.
I mean, a few weeks ago, you might have mistaken him for Andrew Lloyd Webber's love child, mightn't you? Some sort of spitting image character. He doesn't look right, does he? He looks, doesn't look right, but now he's starting to look like a footballer. So
it's funny when he's saying number 10, and it's been surprised that he actually does our playing like in the middle.
Well, you know, Julian gets a lot of grief, and he's played as number 9. He's not number 9. That's why he should be played that way when he's saying a goal scorer. Put people in the right position, look at what happens. But the thing is with Julian, compared to Almirón, Julian doesn't grab his arse off. Almirón's always running down the pitch chasing the ball.
To a lot lesser extent, if you remember, John Dole Thomas and them got signed when Shearer got injured. Played him as a number 9. He wasn't number 9. Struggled, and he went on to have a pretty good career after that. You know? So you've got to give people a chance.
Well, we're not the best. Look at Tourvan for a bit, and now he's won the World Cup. France, he was the best player I've ever seen.
Shit league on it as well. So I'd discount that coming.
We'll
edit that out.
I'll give Almirón a 9 today.
Yeah.
Julian Allen, you can have the number 9.
Okay, well, I'd rather not comment on Atsu and Joelin because I don't like to say nasty things, you know. So
what's up with Negative Andy?
Okay, well,
your name's Negative Andy, man. Just say what you want.
Right. See how you feel.
Well, Joelin,
just.
I'll give Joelin I'll be nice. I'll give him a 4, and I'll give Atsu a 3.
I'll be nice. I'll give him a 4.
Because Atsu's just like huff and puff. I mean, he wouldn't even be able to blow the pig's house down if it was a straw house, would he?
That ball where he came to him and he just let it go for the throw, and he just like, what are you doing here? He looked like fucking Ronaldinho last week against Rochdale, now.
Yeah, it was great.
At your level.
Well, at the first half. I mean, the second half he sort of relapsed again.
Yeah,
but I mean, he's just like I think he's a con man. There's too many footballers just make a living, you know, out of I don't know how they do it. Like how do they get to the position they're in? I mean, he was poor for Everton. He had no end products, and teams just think they can take a chance on these footballers. And he hasn't got a football brain. He's never going to amount anything because he hasn't got goals. He's a headless chicken, honestly. And a headless chicken runs more. But I'm not a fan.
Gale. He's covered that too, hasn't he? So give her a Gale and a Carroll round up there.
Gale and Carroll.
Carroll only had about 5-10 minutes.
I was going to say Carroll didn't really get involved much. The only chance I can really think that he had was where Matty played the ball a little bit too far from the reach and committed a foul. So I'll not give Carroll rating's unfair. Gale, I don't know, how long did he play? About half an hour? 30
20 minutes or something, 25 minutes? Within 20 minutes, we had the meet or two, so it must have been 20 minutes.
Yeah. We touched on it in the match reaction. His assist for Almirón was good. I think his first touch was a little bit poor, got stuck under his feet a little bit, but he thought quick, and he was quick with his feet to get it, like a little flick on the outside, right in a great path for Almirón. Didn't need to break straight. Almirón just ran into it, great strike.
I think he was a bit lively, he looked okay until that moment. Hopefully his injury's not too bad, because if we're not going to get rid of him, we're not going to get a replacement. I would like to see him start against Rochdale on Tuesday. I really would. I think he should have started Rochdale away instead of Joe. I really do, because I think Gale would have buried a couple of them chances that Joe had against
Rochdale. Against goal, wasn't he? He's definitely trying.
Against League 1 opposition, he would have had a fucking field.
I think he would.
Like, in the Championship, he can score 20 goals
in the Championship, he looks like Shearer.
25 goals in League 1, he'd take the piss.
And he would, absolutely. He'd be fucking...
I think a Championship side will take a punt on him, to be honest. I think
I would.
If I was Brentford or Fulham...
I would to be fair. I'd be quite happy to let him go and like progress in his career, because it's a bit hard to keep him here and like just as like a rotation bench player.
Well, it's going to be getting down at some point, isn't it? If he's lacking confidence in the Premier League, which he clearly has at all the clubs he's been at, let him thrive in the Championship. I mean, he's the new David Kelly, isn't he? To be fair.
David Kelly. Gale, did you give him a rating?
I'll just give it 5.
5. Well, I think we've covered it, haven't we? Player ratings. Make sure you drop your comments for your player ratings. Subscribe to that by John TV and enjoy yourself.